These are my favorite shoes, and I'm going to see if I can wash them in the washing machine. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here with my favorite pair of shoes. They're my Skechers, but they are slip-in shoes, which I do love. I guess I don't really care about the brand. I just care about what makes life easiest for me as a lazy, lazy son of a bitch. Now, these shoes have been with me a long time, longer than pretty much anyone. You can see that the soles are wearing away here, but the top is what's looking kind of janky. Some stains, some dirt, goes all the way around the edges here. This one's got a kind of a stain on the rubber part right there. I don't know if that's ever going to come out, but I just thought that I might try to wash these. And I've seen people say, hey, just throw them in the washing machine, wash them up, let them dry, and they're good as new. Now, you might color me a little bit skeptical. These are not super expensive shoes, but I am super cheap. And so I thought I would try to save this $50 pair of shoes, see if that stuff comes out at all. I mean, that's not good, dude. And one of the things that I did was I actually scrubbed these with a brush, like a hard bristle brush that you would use on carpets first, just to kind of give them a once over. And look, that stuff on this side is not coming out. These do not look good. I don't expect them to look any worse, but what I do expect is that if I put them in here, throw a Tide Pod in there, the shoe might come apart. I mean, I don't know if that glue can handle water. I'm going to wash them cold. I'm not going to wash them with hot water. That actually might do something worse. So cold water, regular cycle. It says to throw in some old towels. I have some old shop rags here too. That's to try to balance it out and not make them rattle and bang around so much. But then most people say just to air dry them afterwards. They actually sell a bag for dryers that kind of hangs over the door and holds them and lets them get a lot of hot air. But I think I will just let them air dry because that's free, which is my favorite price. So let's get Tide Pod or one of these generic ones. Look at that. Oh. No, don't do that. Don't do that. That's dumb. But that is smart. All right. Let's get these things washed and see what happens. All right, my delightful Samsung has sung its song. And let's see what we got here. There are the towels that I threw in there. And smells like detergent, but let's see if that stain is still right there on the toe. I mean, still some discoloration there. I wouldn't say visually they look great or even that much better, but they do smell better. I mean, I would say everything looks just a shade brighter, but I guess what I'm most impressed with so far is that the sole hasn't come out, right? I don't see any of that. I don't see any of the vinyl here peeling. I don't see any delamination of the sole and the material, the mesh material here. So I guess you can run your shoes through a washing machine because even that stuff, it's still on there pretty good. And you need the sole here to actually be fixed in place pretty securely because when you're sliding in these step-ins, you're really kind of putting some pressure on there. So it's not bad. And actually, they're fairly dry too because of that spin cycle. So, I mean, damp, but not wet. I mean, there's no water coming out of here. So I guess just let them dry right now. But I'm impressed. I'm not super impressed with some of the stuff that isn't coming out. I was hoping soap might take that out, but I'm impressed that you can put them in there. They can get beat up in the washing machine, and that's actually a legit way to wash shoes. So my favorite shoes, still hands-free, still gonna cover my feet. My ugly giant twisted toes. All right, so I came out here to the sun because I'm wearing the shoes. They feel fresh. I just let them dry inside overnight. They were near a heating vent. But I'll tell you what, the material at a glance looks kind of new. Look at that ashy skin there though. But that actually looks quite a bit brighter and more refreshed than I thought it was going to look. Yes, you can see that spot on my toe right there still. And some of that around here, but alright, I'm actually really impressed with running these through the washing machine once. Hey, if you want to do that, I'll put links to everything you need. Don't eat the pods in the description below. Peter Von Panda. Out!